Augusta Symphony is celebrating its 71st season with a powerful theme, Come As You Are, from Beethoven to Broadway to Motown.
This year's lineup truly has something for everyone, and it all begins with a triumphant opening night featuring works from Michael Abels to Brahms. And joining us now to share more about this exciting season is Augusta Symphony's music director, Dirk Meyer.
Hi.
Great to see you again.
Hey, good to see you. Hi.
Opening night is always a big moment, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to us about what audiences can expect from this year's kickoff performance coming up.
Yeah, so opening night is always, something special. You come back after a few months of no music, and then finally the Miller, comes to life again with classical orchestral music. And so we're excited to have a program that we call Triumphant Beginnings, because all these pieces are, in fact, triumphant. And some of them even deal with the idea of an orchestra coming back together after the summer break. Michael Abels' piece called Emerge, actually, that's the story of the 9-minute piece or so, how people come back together and then they find their voice, and it, of course, ends gloriously as it should.
We get the band back together.
You get the band back together, that's exactly it. And on that same program, we have our principal cellist, Hyuk Kwon. He will be our guest artist, playing the Saint-Saëns Cello Concerto No. 1, a wonderful piece that I'm sure many would recognize the melodies from, and Brahms Symphony No. 2 in the second half. It doesn't get much better than that. So I'm excited for it. Yeah, there's Hyuk right there. Yes.
I love it. Well, this season has everything from Beethoven to Broadway to Motown. How do you put together such a wide range of programming?
Yeah, so we have, of course, different series. First of all, we have our classical series, and we have a pop series, a family series as well. So by design, there's already something there for, that's very broad, something for everybody if you want. But then we also try within the series to be very varied. So usually our classical programs feature something that I'm sure people will recognize. If you have ever heard orchestral music, there's probably something there that you will recognize that melody at least. But there's also something on every one of them that I'm pretty sure is going to be new to most people. I think that's important. Find something new, enjoy something that you already like. That's a great combination, I think. And it's the same with the pops, from Motown to Broadway, to our first pops is a tribute to Tony Bennett. So, and yacht rock is in there too. Yeah, so it's very, very, very differentiated. And we have a wonderful holiday tradition, our Sounds of the Season, which this year actually features a lot of community groups that join us. The Players will join us. Colton Ballet will be there. Right. Augusta Chorale will be our chorus, and Russell Joel Brown will be featured singer. So, really reaching out into the community to offer something for everybody, so they can come as they are and enjoy what we have to offer.
You mentioned the people, you're wanting to give them something new. You have people that come all the time to the orchestra. For the ones who may not have been to a symphony before, what do you want them to take away from attending one of the concerts?
So if they come to a Pops, I want them to simply enjoy themselves and have a great time and just, see how different pop music can be with an orchestra behind it. If they come to a classical and they've never been to a classical, I want them to be surprised at how much they're going to like it. And I'm sure they would be, because I'm sure they're going to come in there. If they've never been to an orchestra concert, they're probably going to come in there saying that, well, this is something that my grandpa used to do, and why am I here? But I want them to sit there, be open to that experience, and there's nothing quite like it as this type of genius music, live, played by 80 people on stage and experienced by 1,000 people in the Miller Theater at once. There's nothing quite like it.
And you'll find out why your grandpa liked it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe you'll like it too. Yeah. All right, with tickets starting just at $19, it feels like you guys are really wanting the symphony to be accessible to everybody. Can you talk about how that's important to you guys' mission?
We do, yeah, of course. We want the symphony to be a part of the community. We want the symphony to belong to the community. And so to do that, you have to be accessible financially as well. And so we have to start at a price point that's, it's basically the price of a movie ticket these days, right? Yeah. Whereas our costs are much higher. Well, actually, movies are expensive too. But nevertheless, we only, if we really sell a lot of tickets, we can only cover about 1/3 of our budget from ticket sales. So a lot of it is contribution, grants, et cetera, et cetera. But nevertheless, I think it's important to have an entry point that people can afford. And there's even cheaper prices for students and so on. But that is important, and that's also, part of our theme this year, come as you are. We want to reach you where you are, and we want to enable you to go and try it out. Give it a try, and you can dress up in a tuxedo, you can dress in a suit, but you don't have to.
Exactly.
And when you come to our concerts, most times you will find that it's a wide mix of people and looks that you will see, except for maybe the gala. The gala is a very fancy event, and it should be. It really is fun to dress up once a year at least.
All right, that's this Friday at the Miller Theater. Doors opening at 6:30 with the show starting at 7:30. Don't miss this, the kickoff, Triumphant Beginnings with the Augusta Symphony, and go to augustasymphony.com for your ticket information and all the other events that are going to be coming up this season. Dirk, as always, it is a pleasure to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Great to
joining
be
us.
here. Thank you so much.